nerve-wracking because I know what I'm bringing to the table. And then you see what's being offered. And this is what I mean. So, for instance, a lot of people back in the day did a lot of landscape work. So you would always see these pretty poinciana trees. You would always see these nice beaches. And that was pretty much the standard. So it's like, if you do something different, people looking at you like, well what this is you do?
Agreed, boy. To this day, I don't paint no beach, boy. I don't paint no beach, boy. I ain't doing that, boy.
So that right there, you know, if you allow people around you so if you let these people around you
that's me, switch over.
Great. Someone called me. So anyway, if you allow people to get the better of you, trust me, you wouldn't do nothing. You know, you would just be sitting on the rock and you just watching people go by doing this and doing that, and at the end of the day, you're not fulfilling what it is that you want to do. You know, I could recall, and it's so clear in my mind, when I was a COB, this lecturer told me, say, well, he said it's not a critique. He said, well, you draw faces. What else do you do? And for me, it was just like, what are you trying to tell me? Like, there are so much portrait artists out there in the world. But you telling me, what else can I do? The reason why I do portraits is because portraits sell. So at the end of the day, I know what my market is. Now, if you tell me to paint a beach, I can paint a beach. I can do those things, but guess what? I prefer to do faces. You see what I'm saying? Now, I would talk with that artist because, anyway, let me get rid of that. But at the end of the day, you have to stick to what it is that you want. Because people will try to influence you to do what their perception is as to what you should be as an artist. So you gotta hold your ground.
Yeah, I respect that. And I think you're kind of underplaying it, but drawing faces is way harder than people think. Like, I've met people who could do some still life and they could kill it. They could draw that can, the shading on point. You get them on face, but they lost. I'm like, for me. But it comes back to the foundation, and I want to, the same question I give the band, I want to give to you, right? What's your thoughts on the relationship between the technical skills you get from getting your degree, which you have a degree, and the experiences from being in the field and growing as an artist? Like, do you think it's a blend? Do you think it's either or? Like, what's your thoughts on it?
Let's put it like this. I learned how to meet deadlines when I went to college. That's what I learned. Skill-wise, I think.
But that deadline factor, that don't play that late.
No. I know.
I spoke to if Keisha was here. Keisha would tell you. I went into a class, and Keisha, like, you know, I work at UB, so she's a lecturer. She could show me this, and she showed me their work and how they incomplete. And I'm looking at them like, but how y'all can make it in the real world, boy? Like, not to boast, but I got 3 illustrations to do and 3 caricatures, and like I tell you, I have to draw this family in a scenario that do the night, and then I have to still do you. Like, all I have is deadlines and schedules, and I think maybe that's it. Maybe the degree gives us that discipline to say we know what it is to meet that deadline, and we know that there's a consequence. That it's kind of like these clients. If you don't finish, the client don't pay you, so you get nothing. If you finish it, you get more money. And the same thing with college. If you do the work, you pass the course, you on your way to your degree. If you don't do the work, they take your money. So I think it kind of put that discipline in you to say, but I need to learn how to meet these deadlines. And not much artists have it. Even my one of my artists, Alrica. When I first met Alrica, that was the number one problem. The girl talented me first. I full-time artist now. I'll never lie. She probably is more talented than me right now. I'm more disciplined and I'm a little more harder than her, but she honestly is more talented than me. She learned henna and face paint and I mastered it. She did. But the thing with Alrica is I would give her a project and I'd say, all right, Alrica, this is a book for a client. Just sketch it out. I'll do the digital tracing and I'll give you $300. And she wouldn't get back to me. And then I would have to do the client job. And then I would finish. And then she lit me up like a month later. Oh, Mr. Mortimer, what about that job? like, real talk, the same thing happened to the next one of my artists, Taj. Taj, the same thing I gave Taj. Taj had a book to do for a family member. Taj took so long for the family member reached out to me. Then I gave the job to Taj. And Taj is like, oh, I think I know this job.
I mad you calling these people's name.
No, my mentees, know how I go. Anybody who studying under me, I don't play. I remind you of your mistakes so you get better. You don't come around me and play around. But Zoom, I want to thank you for listening in on Zoom. We have 10 more minutes on Zoom for anybody listening. Sorry you're only getting audio. We had some technical difficulties with Preston's camera. But he is on IG. You can go to IG and listen into the rest of this conversation.
But you just blame me then. It isn't you.
Situation.
Okay, all right, cool. Understood. But back to the with college. The deadline is one factor, but also the environment that plays a major role. Because at the end of the day, you're in a room with so much different styles, so much different techniques that people use. And I can be honest with you. When I came out of high school, my ego, you could tell me you could beat me drawing.
You won Central Bank back then, eh?
I won a scholarship.
Oh, all right.
But you couldn't tell me. You know, you could, because I was always on top when it came to art in my school. Even though I did that short period of time, I was on top. So I done had in my head I was bad, you know, bad man. So I came to COB and I feel like God was trying to humble me when I came to COB. And it happened so that I ended up in this 100 level class, which wasn't offered for quite some time. And the only person who was in this class was 400 level students. So all these kids in this class was like monsters. Okay? So now I go in this class and you know, I do my work and I say, oh yeah, this looks good. I complete this assignment. Yeah. And you gotta do critiques. You gotta carry your work up in front of the class. So I confident. And I carry my work up first. And they mosh me right down in my class. And I say mosh. My face was mosh up when it was finished with me. Okay? You only hear this here, you ain't hear this no other place. Try mosh me down now. Alright. So anyway, I get mosh up. Okay? When them other students start putting their work up, oh my word. Slaughter. They was crazy. And that was a point for me. That was a turning point. Because that showed me you ain't the best. And at that point I went home and I cried. I go on my mom and say, Mommy, I don't even know if I'm gonna do art no more. It ain't making no sense. And she just encouraged me. She was like, when you go to that class, You don't draw. You don't paint. You sit on the side of each one of those persons and you become friends with them. And you learn all the technique.
Same lesson.
And that's what I had to do. And literally, I came out of that class and I did pretty well when I came out of that class. But that humbled me. And when I went to the next class, I was with all the freshmen and stuff. And listen. Start tearing up everyone in there. Tear up everybody. But and at that point, I still was good. But the turning point for me was like that next semester, my mom had passed away. And that struck a chord. Like, when I went to class, we had, I think it was like 8 paintings we had to do for the term. And I finished all 8 of them probably like the first 2 weeks. And I mean, if you know me, I paint big things. Nothing small. Because when I went to COB, my whole thing was like, I already know how to paint on small little pieces of stuff. I need to know how to paint on big stuff because that's what I want to be painting on.
Which is way more difficult when it comes to symmetry.
Exactly. So there's this painting that I did that I'm glad I didn't sell it. Because for me that piece was the most powerful piece ever. Like that going in my house. Like I'll never sell that piece. And it's like this piece where I'm like this little boy and I'm in the shower and my hand is pressed on the shower glass. And like you can't see my face, but like it's like this brown sort of white tone. But you can tell like it's a sense of sadness or like urgency. And that piece is named Contemplate. And listen to me. I don't know if you know Sue Bennett Williams. If you ever had that woman, Sue Bennett Williams. Oh. You ever had her before? No? You met her before? Anyway.
Remember I did psychology, I didn't do art.
Anybody who been to COB know that woman. That woman, okay. You paint something, she tell you, don't fall in love with no piece. Because she will come with her braid of paint and she will paint over your work. If she feel like you fall in love with it. Trust me. And she was a strickler. When it was time for critique, she had glasses. And like when she come into your piece, it's like she magnifying everything and looking for every little thing was wrong. And trust me, it's what means to rip you out. No joke. Like you crying, and she still going on you. She ain't care about them feelings, but
hey, I would never know. I think even where I would have been more of a beast had I had that as my major rather than psychology. But I don't.
Mm-hmm. But
I don't regret it. You know. I don't. You need. Most artists don't have the people skills, so at least I have that.
Very true. Very true. And what happened was I had all the pieces. I finished the piece, like I tell you, I finished the pieces in that short period of time. But I can't hear you. You can hear me? I can't hear you. Check your mic, babe. I mean, right in the middle. Can't hear you. You was a BTC customer. Unplug the headphones. Take them out.
So my mic went off on IG. My mic, hello? I think it's on now. So I'm about to close. I'm about to close the Zoom, but we're on IG. You can hit me on IG at 242. All right? Can you? I don't even know if you can hear me, man. That's crazy. All right, you can hear me now, right?
Okay. You looking at me?
I looking at you.
Okay. See them headphones?
Right.
Throw them in the garbage.
Ah, boy. But remember that the headphones wasn't plugged in here, you know. The headphones is actually plugged in. It's a little cricket, but the headphones is plugged into Zoom.
Okay.
So
you practice.
now I plug in there. No. Now I talking now. So we back.
Okay.
I saw we had like 8 people in listening this now. I still wait until 1 or 2 come back in to be fair. But anyway, continue. My whole thing is Ren, I can hear what this hair on your face though, but people petty boy. Hey. If you like I keep saying every time we start the show, if you don't look like you're going through quarantine, if you catch Corona, wow. This a mentee boy. This somebody who I train. This over 10 years of pettiness right there. Oh, right there. That's petty boy. Oh man, my headphones catch Corona, but my laptop friggin' died boy.
Oh wow. I hear when the headphones are cough.
They cough. I need y'all to stop. All right, let's get focused. That's 6. I'm gonna assume 6 people was in there, right? Mika, let's continue. You were saying something?
So basically what happened was I had the 8 pieces there for critique. The whole term, the whole semester, the lecturer sort of worked there, you know. And I would just make sure I was there for all the critiques and all that stuff. And what happened was, you know, we used to have that thing called color harmony. Right?
They didn't do it in the what? No, they did it last year. But yeah, I know.
What happened was I carried all the work home because my dad is a carpenter. And we was going to frame all the pieces. Now, we spent all night framing all those pieces. Look lovely. Ready to deliver. This is the day of the final critique. And the bus broke down. The new one.
Wow.
I had no transportation. Class was 8 o'clock. I reached the school, what that was, probably like 11, trying to hustle again. I literally, when I lady, she's serious. She's a tyrant. Now, we done tell you about these headphones, and you're going right back to them. Now, we can't hear you. Why you put them back? Didn't I say throw them in the garbage? See, the words of the wise are sufficient, you know. Tell him to throw away these headphones. And it's like, I feel like I interviewed him right now. So what if it ain't? So it's me then. It's me. Okay. So anyway, but then you can so you can hear me then. You can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. So anyway, you gotta catch up. So she gave me this look. And for me, I know that look. That look means Preston, you're dead. You gonna fail this class. And that was the first time I ever see this woman had pity. Because she knew what I was going through, and she knew that this was a very tough term for me, you know. And she said, Preston, you better go carry all your pieces up to get high, and they better look good.